evolution of the CEO, and I always like to bring up this topic. It's fascinating to me. Personality psychology. What is it about some people? What is it about other people that allows them to do certain things? Um, to be a startup CEO, a successful one, and you've crossed that mark. It's written in stone. What single personality trait, or maybe couple traits, would you say are like fundamental to have? And for all the young entrepreneurs listening to this and founders, what should they double down on?
So I'd say the number one trait is curiosity, which may surprise people, but I think you've got to be always curious or else you're just going to get left behind. Thick skin helps. If you look at most entrepreneurs, they have a bit of an interesting start to their careers, right? Very few successful entrepreneurs were the star quarterback that had parents that were rich. Yes, money and stature and all that can help going to Harvard for sure. So, but if you look at the entrepreneurs that started from zero and built it up, which I imagine a lot of the people are, if their parents have tons of money, they don't have to listen to this podcast. Let's buy someone to fix the problem for them. So I do think having a bit of an interesting childhood where you really had to earn and fight things, and
Fully agree
you were
with
probably
you.
bullied and you saw things differently and stuff. So I think, having thick skin probably from that is, if you statistically one, but I think just being curious, this is a constant evolution. You have to love change, but then also appreciate that there are times you have to just stick to it and get it done. You can't be all about new and exciting, but I think curiosity is the biggest one. And when I hire people too, it's the one trait I love to see, where they're just constantly. And so one of the things at UI, do you have a hobby? And people are like, I have a hobby. No, I want to know. Yeah, I have a $10,000 telescope on a concrete surface that I got vibration free.
You're hired.
That has nothing to do with my business, and you are hired, buddy, because wow, like the amount of work and effort and tenacity, and you can still keep doing that. In fact, that's great. In fact, but I think that's a key thing.
You know what I think it is? Have you read the book Sapiens by Noah Yuval Harari, or Yuval Noah Harari?
No, I haven't.
Fantastic book. I recommend it to anyone. It's really this macro view of history, of human history, from the time we were hunter-gatherers all the way to modern societies. And he condenses it in a beautiful way. And there is a chapter on when humans really started taking the future into their own hands. And it was when we applied science to the world. And what's at the basis of science is questioning your reality, is being curious and saying, maybe there is a better way, or maybe we don't have all the answers, so I need to go explore that way on the ocean. And maybe there's lands over there, and maybe I have to dig and find something down there, and maybe I can go higher, And I think if I'm taking what you said and I'm trying to add to it, but I think that sense of curiosity leads to maybe a scientific approach, and you want that kind of engineer to work in your company. Someone who's going to say, is there a better way to make this UI? The user interface for this thing? Is there a better way to, can we optimize the spending? Can we? So
you want that person. Some people find them annoying and say, oh, they're always questioning everything. They're always asking stuff. Just do your job. It's like, hey, that kind of person, I want it. Everybody else, you can go. There's lots of jobs where it is, it's been done this way for 20 years. No one's going to change it. Fine, go do that. But yeah, in this industry, we really need that kind of personality for sure. And I think it's an exciting time. You look at eras, I think it's interesting. And if you look over like 100-year periods, there's these 100-year windows of ignorance. And then they thought they knew it all, and then ignorance and thought they knew it all. And I think right now we're in an age of ignorance right now, right? We don't know what 95% of matter is. We don't know.